Thames Valley Police, what's your emergency?
I've got 4 masked men outside my house and they've got weapons. Oh, and they're stealing my squad bike. I'm going out there now.
No, don't go out there.
I'm going out there now.
No, because if they've got weapons...
Yeah, I don't care. I've got to protect that bike.
18-year-olds Albert Bowers and Jessie Cole seen here laughing after their first court appearance.
PC Andrew Harper is a mindless and a brutal crime, and obviously all our thoughts are with his family, his friends and his colleagues.
PC Harper. At that moment, the officer stepped into the tow rope and was dragged away.
My colleague PC Harper got out of the vehicle, ran after the vehicle.
From a young age, Andrew Harper dreamed of serving his community. Born on March 22, 1991, in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, Andrew grew up with a strong sense of duty. At 19, he began his career in law enforcement as a special constable, volunteering his time to keep the streets safe. 2 years later, his dedication paid off when he became a full-time officer with Thames Valley Police. By 2019, Andrew was assigned to the Thames Valley Road Policing Unit. Just 6 weeks before the events of that fateful August night, he married his childhood sweetheart, Lissie. They had plans for a long and happy future, starting with a dream honeymoon in the Maldives. At the same time, 3 teenagers from a nearby traveler site were hatching their own plans, ones that would ultimately end in bloodshed. Henry Long, Albert Bowers, and Jessie Cole had purchased a Seat Toledo for just £150. This car wasn't for commuting. It was a tool for crime. The teens stripped it of identifying features, disabled its lights, and packed it with tools to carry out thefts. A day before the tragedy, the trio had stolen a tow strap from a builder's van. They couldn't have known that this seemingly insignificant act would lead to devastating consequences. 15th August 2019. The 3 boys set their sights on a quad bike owned by Peter Wallace, a local resident. Earlier that day, they had attempted to steal the bike but fled when confronted. Undeterred, they returned later on in the night. At 11 p.m., as the masked men attached the quad bike to their car using the stolen strap, Mr. Wallace called the police.
Thames Valley Police, what's your emergency?
I've got 4 masked men outside my house and they've got weapons. They came round earlier and now they're in my they're at my property in Stamford
And what weapons have they got?
Handheld things. They're all masked. They are gone in to break into something. They're trying to get into my garage or something. Oh, and they're stealing my squad bike. I'm going out there now.
No, don't go out there.
I'm going out there now.
No, because if they've got weapons...
Yeah, I don't care. I've got to protect that bike. They're taking the squad bike.
No, your safety is important. Stay in your property.
Please send someone. I'm going
Someone's
out
on their way. No, don't go out there.
Have you sent someone or not?
Officers are on their way.
Oh, they've already taken it. No, they tried to take the bike. They can't take it. They're going, I think. Yeah, they're backing in. They're backing into the property now. This is bad. They're going to try and come in here.
Are you able to get into a safe location, into a room?
No, not really.
Do you think they're trying to get into the vehicle to ram your property?
I don't know quite. I don't quite know. They tried to lift the bike and take the bike, and now they're pondering what to do. And I'll tell you what, that's not going to turn out well for me. I hope someone's on their way.
We've got several officers en route, okay?
I can't see any of them, and they're all out of the car.
And how many of them are there?
3, 4. I think they had spooked them, and they may have to just jump in the car and went to go, but then decided not. Oh, they're dragging it up the road. They've got the bike out and they're dragging the fucker.
What, the quad bike?
Yeah. Yeah,
on their vehicle?
Yeah, they're dragging it up the road towards Touch Clump.
It'll be a silent approach, okay, just because we don't want to make them alarm.
Officers PC Andrew Harper and PC Andrew Shaw, finishing up a surveillance shift in Reading, were dispatched. Harper and Shaw were driving an unmarked police car when they encountered the suspect's vehicle towing the quad bike. Realizing they were cornered, Jessie Cole jumped from the bike and scrambled into the moving car. As the Seat Toledo sped off, PC Harper exited his vehicle, likely trying to apprehend Cole. Tragically, his foot became caught in the loop of the tow strap. Unaware of what or who was entangled in the strap, Henry Long drove at speeds exceeding 45 miles per hour, swerving to shake off the object. PC Harper was dragged over a mile along dark, winding roads. By the time Andrew Harper's body became dislodged, it was too late. The 28-year-old officer was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, the suspects abandoned their car at a nearby traveler site in the hopes of evading justice. Police quickly arrested the trio, who showed no remorse. Henry Long claimed he'd been at the site all night, while Bowers and Cole gave no-comment interviews.
I'm gonna... So, I'm gonna need some names first.
Right, that's Henry Long. Yeah, Mike Henry Long. Hey? I'm Henry Long, yeah. Yeah.
Henry, can I grab your date of birth?
28 for the 4th.
4th, yeah.
28 for the 4th.
Yeah.
2001.
2001.
Yeah.
And I'll get your details and I'm going to tell you both what's going on simultaneously. Do you live here at Four Houses, do you?
No, I live in Newbury.
All right.
But my car's got a puncher.
That's all right. That's right. Just know you're on Body One video as well.
Yeah,
what?
And obviously I couldn't get back over.
All right. What's your address, Henry?
My address is Craven Road.
Craven Road. What number Craven Road?
Number 9, Newbury.
Craven Road.
Newbury.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Don't twist it because it hurts you. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get them in a good spot. Yeah, that's a good spot there.
Right, young man. I don't know you, but I do know Henry.
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Albert.
Albert?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess your last name, but you're going to tell me it's not Bowers, is it?
No, I'm not. Yeah. Definitely is. Yeah.
Albert Bowers. We've met before. I don't know your date of birth though, Albert.
30th of March.
Yeah.
2002.
2002. Where are you living now, Albert?
Mortimer.
Whereabouts in Mortimer, though?
Windmill Corner, innit?
Yeah. What number Windmill Corner, though?
I don't know what number, buddy. I've not been in there for long.
That's all right. Right. So I'm Police Constable 2388 Simon Denton.
Yeah.
I'm actually from Tadley Police Station.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Hampshire. Okay. And the time right now is 00. So that's midnight 57.
Yeah.
It's the 16th at the minute.
Yeah.
Of August 2019. I'm arresting both of you on suspicion of murder. Alright, and that's of a Thames Valley police officer. So it's suspicion of murder of a Thames Valley police officer. Alright, and that's happened, I believe, down on the A4 tonight. Alright, that would have been sort of past just before midnight probably, or around midnight. Alright, so both of you, you don't say anything, but it may harm your offence if you do not mention when questioned, which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, do you understand? Now I know you don't know this, but murder's a common law, so I don't need to give you necessity, but I will give you one anyway. Prompt and effective, and to stop both of you, your disappearance, do you understand?
Yep.
Alright.
Huh?
Oh.
All this for a load of what? Right? All this for a load of what?
Well, a load of what? It's suspicion of murder. It's quite a serious offence, to be honest.
It's serious to you.
Alright.
Look, how do you expect me to go about Newbury like that? What have we done?
Well, we're going to work that out. That's why it's prompt and effective investigation and to work everything out.
Does it look like I've done a murder?
Guys, look as if
no, because it's upsetting. It's upsetting. They just calling me a murderer.
Alright, so you two both understand? So transportation's going to be gained for you, and then you're going to leave, alright?
The evidence was overwhelming, but the trial centered on one question. Did they know they were dragging a person? In the post-mortem, it showed PC Andrew Harper had died due to a severed brain injury. The jury ultimately convicted all three of manslaughter, not murder. Henry Long received a 16-year sentence, while Bowers and Cole were each sentenced to 13 years. For many, the verdict felt like a miscarriage of justice.
Standing here before all of you, I honestly thought I would be addressing you following a very different verdict. I had planned to talk of the beautiful future Andrew and I had before us. I expected my words to be so very different, and in all honesty, I am for the second time in the space of 1 year utterly shocked and appalled. The decisions made in these courts by strangers will never change the outcome that had already come to us. For many, many agonising months, we have hoped that justice would come in some way for Andrew. We have put our faith in the justice system and all who work within it. We have waited with bated breath and heavy hearts as the dedicated prosecution barristers, investigation team and Thames Valley police officers have worked tirelessly, and whom we thank sincerely for all that they have done. As they stood in our corner and fought to ensure that these men were made to repent for their barbaric crimes. No verdict or sentence will ever bring my incredible, selfless and heroic husband back. The results from this trial I had hoped would bring justice, but in reality make no difference to the heart-wrenching pain I will continue to feel for the rest of my life.
Lissie Harper, devastated by the loss of her husband, refused to let his death be in vain. She launched a campaign for Harpers Law, which would mandate life sentences for criminals whose actions result in the death of an emergency worker. November 2021. Harpers Law was passed. It ensures that no family of an emergency worker killed in the line of duty will have to endure the pain of seeing the perpetrators escape with light sentences. PC Andrew Harper's death was a senseless tragedy, but his legacy lives on. Harper's Law stands as a testament to his sacrifice and Lissie's determination to honor his memory. It's a reminder of the daily risks faced by those who protect and serve our communities.